afternoon, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET UK. This week is going to be mental, okay? We've got, what? It's the 13th, all right? We've got 1 week to go until Trump gets into power, until Stephen Greer has to either eat his words or not. He's put himself on the line, effectively. His whole credibility leads up to this moment, right? A lot of people are going on about what he's been saying. I'm going to show you a clip from Jack at Cosmic Road first, and it just goes over what Dr. Greer's been saying to the public. And to be honest with you, everyone's now excited about what he's saying because he's saying it's happening within the week. But he also said 2 years ago this was going to start happening. He also said 6 months ago this was going to happen. The whole, this last promise he's given about this next week kind of ties in with his first one. That's just my opinion. But we're going to listen to what he's got to say. Like and subscribe to the channel. As always, I need your support. Disclosure needs your support, and we need to try and get all of this out there. The whole UAP topic is really not looked at because the governments, or at least Greer and everyone else who wants to push this forward, they do not really discuss these dragon UAP or these hockey pucks, and yet we see them all the time. So we need to get this out there, folks. Simple as that. How can we do that? Share the heck out of every single video that I've done, please. Just share it. Share it between all your social media platforms. Share it between your work colleagues, your friends. Imagine just being someone who's just completely oblivious. Like, they don't even hear the term UFO. They've only seen it in the movies. Let's say they've been around on the Earth 15 years. They're just a kid. And they've only ever seen it in the movies. They've never delved into the topic. Never watched a documentary in their life. Can you imagine? I mean, I'm just saying, right? Because I'm a well-informed person. You guys that watch already, you're well-informed. But could you just imagine being that guy and being told, yep, there's ETs out there, interdimensional beings. They're in craft. They're turning up. In fact, they're already here, and you're gonna start seeing them soon. What? What just happened? That, as a kid, you'd be like, what the hell? Hang on a minute. A lot of people are going to have reality checks as well where they fully believe these things don't exist, and then all of a sudden, pop, they do. You know, who knows how this is going to pan out. Maybe it'll just be the ones that see them, that believe them, that get the contact first. I don't know, folks. Okay, let's get into it. So, let's start off with Dr. Greer, and let's start off with Jack at Cosmic Road. Here we go.
Let's get into Dr. Stephen Greer's supposed UFO disclosure with some, these guys that are coming out, he says, in the coming week.
This disclosure happen next week, and if it does, how does it happen? When it starts happening, how will we know?
Well, it'll be all over the news. It's good to see you again. I just heard an hour ago from the, we call it the NOC, he's non-official cover aerospace intelligence community, a senior operator from one of the key two black sites out in the western United States. And they are preparing to do this next week. I don't have an exact date. They intend to not only provide their testimony of operations, he's been there almost 30 years, but also the evidence and other details. Now, he's been involved in two things. One is the testing and the surveillance of the man-made UAPs that have been manufactured out of the Lockheed Skunk Works and Northrop Grumman complexes out in the high desert. Okay. The other is the targeting of non-human craft. Some would say extraterrestrial, some say alien. The words they're using now is NHI, non-human intelligence, and the downing of those objects. So he's been intimately involved. I've been at his facility, and that is on track. Now, keep in mind, so much of what is being seen now is sort of a decoy false flag operation, sort of trying to intercept what he's going to be doing and what we've been doing for some time.
But there's no way, Dr. Greer, we've talked about, there's no way all of this can be a false flag. It's all over the world now. It's being seen over cities in India, cities in South Korea. It's just the coordination that would be required to do something like that. I think it's beyond the scope unless there is something going on that I'm completely unaware of, which of course is a possibility. 3 questions. These are just yes or no's.
Thanks, Jack, for sharing that and being so diligent. Look, I saw this a couple of days ago, actually. So when he says 1 week, we're a couple of days into it already. And to be honest with you, I didn't report on it because, like I say, I'm still holding him to his first and second promises, right? Which is, it's kind of coming up, it's about the right time. So I'm happy. I'm happy that something's moving. From what I understand, there's people coming forward that will be able to prove the existence of extraterrestrials, non-human intelligence, their craft, the human-made, the man-made craft, the technology that we have from them. Apparently this is what's coming forward this week, and that will be disclosure in itself if they bring hard evidence, right? Why am I excited about this week? Because this man, whether you like him or hate him, whether you believe him or not, whether you think he's in it for the money or not, he's putting it all on the line this week by saying that. You know, his credibility will go right down if nothing happens. Okay? And he's going to have to give his reasons if things change, of course. But the past 2 years that he's been talking about this very thing, disclosure, it's all been pointing to right now, this very moment, this week. You know, I actually think he's about 2 or 3 months over what I thought it would be, but we're here. So, let's see what happens, folks. I don't know his real agenda. No one really does except the people close to him. Has he got a real agenda? Is it something else? You know, is he portraying to be the good guy, but actually there's something else that we don't know about? Look, the secret goes deep, and I don't trust a single soul. Okay, but I'll trust this man a hell of a lot more if something happens over the next week. So let's see. Okay, so I've got a few pictures and a few videos that I want to go over, but I'm going to start off with this one. This is Maggie over in Australia. She sent this to me this morning, okay? And it's a bit jerky because apparently a cyclist comes past and she's got to move out of the way. So not an issue, Maggie, not a problem. But we'll just play it in real time. You'll see some stuff zipping through the sky, no doubt, and then we'll slow it down and have a look at it properly. I mean, you're doing what you should be doing, just filming anything in the sky that's moving, something that may get tagged by a UAP. Wow, look at that. Did we get one go above it by any chance? Maybe. Oh. I think we might have definitely had a late one there. Whether it went over it or under it, I don't know. We'll have to go back. That is brilliant. Right. Alright, Maggie, let's go. We're going to do some enhancements for you, and we've got 4 pictures here that I've picked out. Let's see what we get. Look at that. Like a stone, isn't it? Again, it's just too small, too far away, but we've got a bit of plasma coming off it here. Nice white hue around it. Too small to get any actual detail, but look at that. This is what they're contending with in the skies, folks, are these little objects. There's that one really close to the edge of the screen. And there's that one that I just picked out there. That I think goes in. I believe it goes above the plane and it goes from the clouds where it's barely visible. You see like a dark aura here at one point, and then it goes over the plane and ends up here. And look at that thing. It's a bullet, absolute bullet and a half. And there's our close-up that came into view. Look at that, Maggie. That's fabulous, that, isn't it? Hey, that is fabulous. Oh, Albert, it's Mike. Can you hear that? Can you hear him at the door? Shall I let him in? He's going to drive us insane, but we'll go for it. Look at that, Maggie. That's amazing. Right, hang on. Let me get the cat. He's gone mad again. Come on, you little bugger. So, folks, what we got going on? We've got this Dragon UAP. Albert, come here. Come here. Come here. No. Are you hearing this? Come here. Come here. You want cuddles? Say hello. Right. You can do the enhancements, alright? I'll control the mouse. Okay, so look at this. He's off already. He's lost it. We've got a really, really good hockey puck here. Look at it. Look at this. And the plane ain't changed all that much either. Just goes to show that what the enhancement really does. It just tries to clear up the image as best as it can. And that's flipping awesome. Albert, you're really not helping, mate. You're really not helping. Go and play with your brother. Or is he doing what normal cats do at this time of day? He's sleeping. Thanks very much, Maggie. Apologies for Albert. Amazing. Thank you so much. And we're just starting, really. I feel like we are. I've had to stop the video 3 times so far for one reason or another. Let's continue, and we're going to go on with Karen. Now, Karen is a very special person. She is a big part of my story in regards to this topic. She captured the very first high activity video that was sent in to me. She told me she was going to capture it before she went and did it. And it's incredible. Just to go over a little bit about Karen. She's a remote viewer. She's got about 40 plus years worth of experience in this topic. Let's just say that. And she's got portals in her back garden, folks. Portals. Ones that she opens and closes herself. We've got some images here that I want to take you guys through, and a video that was taken in the first week of January, and it's just really one of these orb captures that we might have seen over in other parts of the world, but this was in Wales. So she spent Christmas there with her son and her family, and this is what they captured, folks. And I think this is Newtown, Wales, same garden that was they were stood in when they captured the original Newtown, Wales clip of the white UAP shooting out those orbs, and then you had the portals opening up and all these UAP dancing around. It was crazy. The highest of high activity I've ever had on the channel. A very hard video to beat in terms of high activity and UFO activity. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. But yeah, so this isn't quite as high activity. What we've got going on here, we've got 3, 4, maybe 5 lights in the sky, and they are quite, I mean, if they're all connected, that's a large craft, right? I can do an enhancement, in fact, just to show you guys that there really isn't much there, but you can see the additional light, okay, that you couldn't see before. Potentially one here as well, but what we've got going on here, and if I just start that from the beginning and I'll just run through it. So there's one here, one big one, and then you've got one behind it, one here and one here. So there's definitely, in my opinion, there's 3 here, 4 here. This one's just very faint. I'm not too sure what happens to that one on the right hand side, but that would have been 5. So yeah. What do you think? This was sort of mid to North Wales. I guess you could call it mid Wales, but northern part. And yeah, if anyone else saw this, it was just taken in the first week of January, and it looks anomalous, completely anomalous. But who knows? There's nothing else in there in the clip for me to go on, really. So thanks for sending it to me though, Karen. And honestly, when you send me stuff, I'm like, oh crap, here we go. It's unbelievable. The stuff you come up with and say. I remember the stuff you used to say to me, and my jaw used to be left open, but now I'm kind of like doing that to other people. So, okay, so this was a picture you took before you went to Wales. Okay, so I looked at it and I thought, what's that like there? But I've seen so many of your portal photos, and there is stuff in there that you can't really explain what's going on with it. So yeah, I'm not too sure what this is, but this thing here looks like it's travelling through your portal, and the portal here is this white light, folks. See this white light? I think that's what we've got a picture of. She didn't say anything to me other than took this before I left. This is what I get from Karen. Took this before I left, and like I should know what it is now. I'm getting there. I think that's what I'm seeing, and this was taken from her garden. So look, very orby. Looks like it's got wings, right? Just like the plasma we see. But this is like got a light bulb inside it. It's insane. And what do I mean by portal? I mean, if this lady's got portals in her backyard and she's controlling the portals, what do I mean? Well, these are what the portals look like, folks. And obviously there's more than 3 lines there, okay, but apparently, you know, there can be 1, 2 or all 3 open. And when she closes, I'll tell you a story. When she closed this portal to go to Wales, she reopened it one night when she was there, and there was a rush of orbs coming through. A rush of them. And I've got the video. It's quite insane, to be honest with you. So look, here are the portals. And folks, I've examined the photo, because let's be honest, there ain't going to be a lady in a garden having a disco. Well, maybe Karen of all people. But she's got UFOs in these portals, mate. Look at this. And look, it's hard to see, but she has. And there's more photos where you've got really dark orbs in there and other things as well. Look. Okay, so this is one occasion where the portals opened up, and again, there is stuff travelling through, very vague, but it's there. Okay, there are anomalies there. Does that belong on a stick on your garden, or is that an actual orb travelling through the portal there? I've always wondered, because it's just stood out, isn't it? Is that stood on a stick, Karen? That I've never actually asked you. Look at that. That looks like it's inside the portal here. This orb doesn't look like it. Looks like, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that in your garden, in the photos actually. You know, when the portal's not open. Really cool. Really, really cool. God, it makes me want to enhance that. I'm going to save it, Karen. I'm going to save it. That's mad. Right. So, okay, just to go back to this photo. You see this archway here, folks? Now, Karen stood at this archway and took a photo of it. And this is basically what came out. When she played with the contrast and changed everything, this is what she got. Now, some of you would look at this and go, I've seen this before in other UFO documentaries and things, these lines. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a ripple in space-time. Just opening up. You know, it's incredible. Look at it. Just opening up. And you were probably wondering, well, what are these things in the middle here? Well, I was wondering that for a little while when I got given this photo. But then as you zoom in, it becomes quite apparent that these things are UAP. The exact hockey pucks that we see time and time again. Different shapes, different sizes, and they've all shrunk down. And they're going through this portal in this moment. It sounds crazy, right? But these things must be the size of... They've got to be tiny. Really, really tiny. I would hate to think. Smaller than the buttons on your shirt. So... Look. This is where I'm at with this top. When I was given this was at the start of my venture into the channel. And I didn't know what the hell really to do with it, to be honest with you. But the reason why I bring it up now is because I'm doing an interview with Karen next week. And we're going to go through every photo that she has, every compelling video, photo, story. I'm going to put it all on the channel for you guys to see. And I think it's convenient timing with disclosure coming around the corner. I think we're going to have to try and learn as much as we can. And when we've got someone having portals in her back garden with evidence of UAP going through them, we've got to listen. We've got to listen, folks. And I'm going to listen. 100% I'm going to listen. And there's some photos here that another photo here I want to go over that I think is incredible. Look at this. Look at this. She's outside. There's a garden shed here. Right? Washing line, I think. Look at this. Now, what does that look like? And look at the plasma it's generating around. But that looks exactly like what we just saw in Australia from Maggie's clip. Does it not? That looks mental. Absolutely mental. And I can't wait because at the time, and even to this day, Karen is still not sure on some of the stuff that she's witnessing. But she's got a lot of stuff that she has witnessed, you know. So she hasn't got all the answers. And there's still a lot of uncertainty around this topic, okay? And anyone who claims that they know what the hell they're talking about 100% regarding the whole topic and subject, they're lying, okay? No one, except for maybe the control group, and even they won't have all the answers. They might have a lot, but they won't have all. So, look. Is this the control group's vehicle? Is it someone else's vehicle? We don't know. Okay, this is the big problem that we've got. But we can get to the bottom of it in due course. Let's see what happens with Greer. Let's see what gets released. And let's see what happens, what we can get from this interview, right? Because it's timing. I think the timing is just impeccable. This interview was meant to happen in December. Wales got really snowy. Ended up being a 3-hour drive for me, so it didn't go ahead. And we decided to wait for Karen to go home for me to do the interview, which I'm going to do next week. And then Greer says, oh, it's happening in a week. So it's impeccable timing that we do this. And I think with your experience and your knowledge and the years of research and evidence that you can place forward, I think that would make you a very credible person to look at and hear from, Karen. And you're in the Discord group as well, so if anyone wants to ask Karen any questions about her experiences, ask away. She's got a lifelong experience, and she will just tell you exactly what she felt, what she heard, what she believes, and that's all she can, okay? And then it's up to us and everyone else to try and decipher and work out what the hell is going on. So folks, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that one. Really, really compelling stuff. Thank you, Maggie, yet again. Thank you, Karen. And I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for this week impending, this whole disclosure thing. It's going to be insane. Trust me, I'm going to be on the ball. If there's something to learn, I'll be putting on the channel for us to learn. And with that said, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as well, because I need you guys to be on top of the content as the new stuff comes in, as I find new stuff, as we learn more. I need you guys to realise that the video's up, so then you can watch it at your own leisure. I've had some viewers say, oh look, get your viewers to check notification bells. I didn't get the notification you'd uploaded. So that's why I say it, folks. It's free to do, so hit subscribe, support the public's footage, support disclosure. Thanks very much for your time, take care, all the best, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.